Imagine a boy who, at the age of 9, already demonstrated such phenomenal abilities on the basketball court that coaches predicted a future in professional sports for him. This child, who grew up in one of the most disadvantaged neighborhoods of Akron, Ohio, with a 16-year-old single mother, would become not just one of the greatest players in NBA history, but also the first active billionaire among professional athletes. LeBron Raymond James was born on December 30th, 1984, in Akron, and his story is an incredible narrative of how raw talent, unwavering determination, and boundless love for the game can overcome any obstacles and transform not only one person's life but entire communities. The James family's story began in challenging circumstances that shaped the character of the future legend. Gloria Marie James was born on February 4th, 1968, in Akron, and was raised in a family with two brothers, Kurt and Terry James. When she was just 16 years old, she gave birth to LeBron, becoming a single mother in an era when this presented enormous social and financial difficulties. LeBron's biological father, Anthony McClelland, never played an active role in his life, leaving the young mother to cope with raising a child virtually alone. LeBron's early years were spent under the care of his maternal grandmother, Frida James Howard, who became a crucial figure of stability and love for him. "Grandma was everything to our family," LeBron later recalled in his essay for Today in 2014. "She taught me the basics of life: respect, honesty, and the importance of hard work." However, tragedy struck on Christmas 1987, when LeBron was only 3 years old. Frida passed away, leaving Gloria virtually without support in raising her son. After her mother's death, Gloria found herself in an extremely difficult financial situation. The family moved 7 times in just the first year after the tragedy, constantly drifting from one rented apartment to another in search of affordable housing. "We moved so often that I stopped remembering addresses," LeBron recalls. "But Mom always told me that it was temporary, that we would find our home." These constant moves could have broken an ordinary child, but for LeBron, they became lessons in adaptation and resilience. During this difficult period of his life, Eddie Jackson, Gloria's longtime boyfriend, played an important role, becoming a father figure for LeBron. However, their relationship was complicated. Jackson was imprisoned several times for drug trafficking and fraud, adding instability to an already difficult family situation. Despite all the difficulties, the bond between LeBron and his mother remained unbreakable. "My mother is everything to me, always has been, always will be," he told Sports Illustrated journalist Jack McCallum. When LeBron was about 5 years old, Gloria made one of the most difficult decisions of her life. She temporarily placed her son with the family of Frank Walker, her football coach, understanding that the child needed a stable environment for development. "It was the hardest decision of my life," Gloria recalls. "But I understood that LeBron needed stability that I couldn't provide at that moment." In the Walker family, LeBron first experienced an ordered way of life: regular meals, homework, and a strict daily routine. It was Frank Walker who first noticed the boy's exceptional athletic abilities. "LeBron had a natural coordination that you rarely see in children his age," Walker recalls. "But what impressed me most was his ability to understand game strategy. He saw the field the way experienced coaches see it." At the age of 9, LeBron played in a local football league, where he scored 18 touchdowns in 6 games. Statistics that remain legendary in Akron's youth football to this day. The transition to basketball happened almost by chance. Walker, understanding that the boy needed more structured activities, enrolled him in a local basketball league. "The first time I saw LeBron with a basketball, I knew it was his sport," says Coach Drew Joyce II, who became LeBron's mentor in basketball. "He was taller and more athletic than other kids his age, but what struck me was his understanding of the game." However, the first steps in basketball were not smooth. Young LeBron was prone to individual play, constantly trying to shoot the ball himself. Joyce recalls his conversation with the 11-year-old player. I started explaining to LeBron the importance of passing, how great players make their teammates better. I talked about the importance of getting your points within a team game. The coach expected to have to repeat these tips many times, but LeBron instantly learned the lesson. That was the last time I had to talk to LeBron about excessive shooting, Joyce recalls. At 11 years old, LeBron began playing for the AAU team, Shooting Stars, with three of his best friends, C.N. Cotton, Drew Joyce III, and Willie McGee. This quartet would remain inseparable throughout their high school years and play a key role in shaping the character of the future NBA star. In 8th grade, the team reached the AAU National Championship, where they lost 68-66. But even then, everyone was talking about the phenomenal abilities of LeBron James. The choice of high school became a turning point in the lives of LeBron and his friends. They could have gone to different schools where each of them would have become a team star, but instead, they made a collective decision to enroll in St. Vincent-St. Mary Catholic High School in Akron. It was a bold decision for four African-American teenagers, as the school was predominantly white and private. We wanted to go through this journey together, LeBron later explained. We understood that together we are stronger. LeBron's high school debut in 1999 was a sensation. As a 14-year-old freshman standing 6 feet 2 inches tall, he averaged 18 points and 6.2 rebounds per game. The Fighting Irish team finished the season with a 27-0 record, winning the Division III state championship and becoming the only boys' high school team in Ohio to complete a season undefeated. His second year in high school brought even more impressive results. LeBron averaged 25.3 points, 7.4 rebounds, 5.5 assists, and 3.7 steals per game. Interest in him was so great that some of the team's home games were held at the University of Akron's Rhodes Arena, with a capacity of 5,492 seats, to meet the demand for tickets from alumni, fans, and college and NBA scouts who wanted to see James play. For his outstanding play, LeBron was named Mr. Basketball Ohio and selected to the USA Today All-USA First Team, becoming the first sophomore to earn either of those honors. In the summer of 2001, before his junior year, LeBron was featured in a Slam magazine article where writer Ryan Jones called the 16-year-old player, who by then had grown to 6 feet 7 inches, possibly the best high school basketball player in America right now. During the season, LeBron also appeared on the cover of Sports Illustrated, becoming the first high school junior basketball player to receive such an honor. With statistics of 28 points, 8.9 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals per game, he was again named Mr. Basketball Ohio, selected to the USA Today All-USA First Team, and became the first junior to win the Gatorade National Player of the Year award for boys basketball, St. Vincent-St. Mary finished the year with a 23-4 record, ending their season with a loss in the Division II state championship final. After this defeat, LeBron unsuccessfully petitioned to change the NBA draft rules in an attempt to enter the 2002 NBA draft. At this time, he used marijuana, which, according to him, helped cope with the stress of the constant media attention he was receiving. This episode showed how heavy the burden of fame was for the 17-year-old teenager. His senior year became the culmination of LeBron's high school career. He averaged 30.4 points, 9.7 rebounds, 4.9 assists, and 2.9 steals per game. His popularity reached such heights that ESPN began televising the team's games in December 2002, which definitively launched James into the stratosphere and solidified his position as the #1 prospect for the NBA. In 4 years of high school, LeBron's team lost only 6 games, setting an overall record of 101-6. He won 3 Ohio State championships, was named Mr. Basketball Ohio 3 times, made the USA Today All-USA First Team 3 times, was twice named Gatorade National Player of the Year, twice received the USA Today High School Player of the Year title, and twice made the Parade All-American First Team. His overall statistics for 4 years: 25.2 points, 7.9 rebounds, and 5.0 assists per game, with 55.8% shooting from the field. Academically, LeBron also proved to be a responsible student. Despite immense pressure and constant media attention, he maintained acceptable grades and developed skills that would serve him well in future business endeavors. Coach Keith Dambrot, who worked with LeBron for the first 2 years, recalls, "He was always smarter than his years. He had a natural ability to understand not only basketball but also people." The 2003 NBA draft was a foregone conclusion. LeBron James would be selected first overall. The Cleveland Cavaliers, who had the first pick, did not hesitate for a second. On June 26, 2003, the 18-year-old LeBron was officially selected first in the draft, becoming the youngest player ever to begin a professional career directly out of high school. His first season in the NBA was a true test for the young player. The transition from dominating high school basketball to competing with adult professionals required immense adaptation. LeBron averaged 20.9 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 5.9 assists per game. Impressive numbers for a rookie, which earned him the NBA Rookie of the Year award in 2004. "I don't want to be a cocky rookie trying to lead right from the start," he said then. "If there's one message I want to send to my teammates, it's that I'll be there for them. Do whatever they think is necessary." The following years in Cleveland were a period of rapid growth and development. In 2005, LeBron made his first All-Star game and the NBA playoffs. In 2007, he led the Cavaliers to their first appearance in the NBA Finals, where the team lost to the San Antonio Spurs. This experience was an important lesson for the young leader. He understood that individual talent was not enough to win a championship. In 2008 and 2009, LeBron was named the regular season's most valuable player, becoming the youngest player in history to receive this award twice. However, the absence of a championship title continued to bother him. After 7 seasons in Cleveland, including 2 painful playoff losses to the Boston Celtics and the Orlando Magic, LeBron made a decision that would change not only his career, but also the entire dynamic of the NBA. On July 1st, 2010, in an unprecedented hour-long television special called The Decision, LeBron announced that he was joining the Miami Heat. "I'm going to take my talents to South Beach," he said, creating one of the most memorable phrases in sports history. The decision was met with a wave of criticism, especially in Cleveland, where fans felt betrayed. In Miami, LeBron teamed up with Dwyane Wade and Chris Bosh, forming a Big Three that was supposed to dominate the NBA. The first season with the Heat proved more difficult than expected. The team reached the finals but lost to the Dallas Mavericks in 6 games. This defeat became one of the most painful in LeBron's career, but also served as a catalyst for his further development. The next 2 seasons were triumphant. In 2012 and 2013, the Heat won championships, and LeBron was named the Finals MVP both times. The 2012 to 2013 season was arguably the best individual season of LeBron's career. He averaged 26.8 points, 7.3 assists, and a career-high 8.0 rebounds per game, with an incredible 56.5% shooting from the field. The team won 27 consecutive games, the second longest streak in NBA history, and LeBron received his 4th MVP award. In 2014, despite his achievements in Miami, LeBron made another fateful decision. In an emotional essay for Sports Illustrated, he announced his return to Cleveland. "I'm ready to embrace the challenge," he wrote. "I'm coming back to Cleveland for one reason. Our fans deserve a championship." This decision was met with understanding and admiration. LeBron was returning home to fulfill a promise made to his hometown. His return to Cleveland culminated historically. In 2016, after a 52-year wait, the Cavaliers won the NBA championship, defeating the Golden State Warriors in the finals, a team that had set a regular season record with 73 wins. LeBron averaged 29.7 points, 11.3 rebounds, and 8.9 assists in the finals series, becoming the third player in history to receive the Finals MVP award with three different teams. His tears of joy after the victory became one of the most emotional moments in sports history. In 2018, LeBron made a new decision, signing a four-year, $153.5 million contract with the Los Angeles Lakers. The move to Los Angeles opened a new chapter not only in his athletic career, but also in his business ambitions. In 2010, when he went to Miami, it was about championships. In 2014, when he came back to Cleveland, it was about fulfilling a promise. In 2018, it was just about doing what he wanted to do, explained his agent Rich Paul. His first season with the Lakers proved difficult. The team missed the playoffs for the first time in 13 years, and LeBron suffered the first serious injury of his career, a groin strain. However, in 2020, patience paid off. The Lakers won the championship in the Orlando bubble during the COVID-19 pandemic, and LeBron received his fourth Finals MVP award, becoming the only player in history to receive this award with three different teams. On February 7, 2023, LeBron reached a historic milestone, breaking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record and becoming the leading scorer in NBA history. The ball he used to set the record, an 18-foot fadeaway jumper in the third quarter of a game against the Oklahoma City Thunder, became a symbol of one of the greatest careers in sports history. "It's an incredible accomplishment," he said after the game, "but I'm not done. I want to play a few more years." Currently, at the age of 40 years old, LeBron remains the oldest active player in the NBA and continues to demonstrate an elite level of play. In February 2025, he became the oldest player to score 40 points in a game, and he is also only the second player in history to play 22 seasons in the NBA. LeBron's personal life is built on a strong foundation of love and family values. He has been with Savannah since high school. Their love story began when he asked a mutual friend for her phone number. "I said, 'No, I'll take his number,'" Savannah recalls in an interview with Cleveland Magazine. "One day I'm sitting, I was probably bored, and I'm like, 'Oh, I forgot I have this guy's number I can call. He seemed interested, so let's see.'" Their first date was at Outback Steakhouse, and they have been inseparable ever since. Although they dated for over 10 years, LeBron and Savannah did not marry until September 14, 2013, in San Diego, California. The wedding was a lavish but intimate ceremony attended by family and close friends. LeBron and Savannah have three children: LeBron Bronny James Jr., born in 2004, Bryce Maximus James, born in 2007, and Zhuri Nova James, born in 2014, a year after their parents' wedding. "My daughter is the greatest thing in my life, along with my boys," LeBron said in an interview with Access Hollywood in 2021. "When she smiles, no matter what I'm doing, it makes me happy." In June 2024, a historic event occurred. Bronny was selected as the 55th pick in the NBA draft by the Los Angeles Lakers, making LeBron and Bronny the first father-son duo to actively play in the NBA simultaneously. "This is every father's dream," LeBron said after the draft, To be able to work with your son is something I've always dreamed of. LeBron's business empire extends far beyond his basketball career. In 2022, Forbes named him the first active NBA player billionaire, with a net worth of approximately $1.2 billion. The foundation of his wealth is a lifetime contract with Nike, signed in 2015 and valued at over $1 billion. This contract brings him about $32 million annually and includes his own shoe line, which has become one of the most popular in the world. One of LeBron's most successful business ventures is the SpringHill Company, co-founded with his longtime friend and business partner Maverick Carter in 2020. The company was formed by combining SpringHill Entertainment, Uninterrupted, and Robot Company, and is valued at $725 million. SpringHill produces films, television shows, documentaries, and other content with a focus on diversity and social responsibility. Among SpringHill's most notable projects is the 2021 film Space Jam: A New Legacy, which grossed nearly $163 million worldwide despite mixed critical reviews. LeBron not only starred in the lead role, replacing Michael Jordan from the original film, but also served as a producer. In my younger days, I was thinking, Space Jam was so good, how can I top this? LeBron said. There's always going to be talk about LeBron trying to do everything Michael did, but I got older and know who I am. I know what I stand for. LeBron's investment portfolio includes a wide range of companies and projects. His early investment in Beats by Dre earned him about $30 million when Apple acquired the company in 2014. He also owns a stake in Fenway Sports Group, which manages the Boston Red Sox, Liverpool, and other sports franchises. His stake in FSG is estimated at approximately $90 million. Other significant investments include Blaze Pizza, where LeBron is a co-owner and helped turn the startup into one of America's fastest-growing pizza chains. He also invested in Liverpool FC, with his 2% stake later converted into 1% ownership of Fenway Sports Group. Real estate constitutes an important part of LeBron's portfolio. According to Forbes, his real estate is worth about $80 million. In Los Angeles, he owns several luxurious homes, including a $23 million mansion in Brentwood and a $36.75 million home in Beverly Hills. In Akron, he has kept the family home, which serves as a reminder of his roots. In addition to commercial projects, LeBron is actively involved in philanthropy through the LeBron James Family Foundation. In 2018, he opened the I Promise School in Akron, a public school for at-risk children. I understand how difficult it is for someone to get out of where I come from, LeBron says. These kids have the same ambitions as me, and the only difference sometimes is someone who believes in them. The I Promise School provides not only education but also comprehensive support to families, including counseling, vocational training for parents, and even housing assistance. The program has shown impressive results. 90% of the school's students meet or exceed individual growth goals, compared to 70% on average for the district. LeBron's influence extends far beyond sports and business. He has become one of the most influential voices on social issues, using his platform to fight racial injustice and promote voting rights. In 2020, he co-founded More Than a Vote, an organization that worked to increase voter registration in the African American community. His willingness to speak out on political issues contrasts with Michael Jordan's approach, who famously quipped at one time, "Republicans buy sneakers too." LeBron chose a different path, believing his influence carries responsibility. At some point, you have to stand up and say what you believe in, he declared. LeBron's training regimen has become legendary in the sports world. He spends over $1 million a year maintaining his body, including personal trainers, nutritionists, recovery treatments, and advanced technologies. His day begins at 5 a.m. with a workout that can include cardio, strength training, skill work, and recovery procedures. LeBron's diet is carefully balanced and designed by professional nutritionists. He avoids processed foods, sugar, and alcohol for most of the year. His diet includes lean meat, fish, vegetables, fruits, and complex carbohydrates. "My body is my temple," he says. "I only put things in it that will help me perform at my best." Recovery procedures include cryotherapy, hyperbaric oxygenation, massage, stretching, and other advanced methods. He has a personal team of specialists who follow him everywhere and ensure optimal recovery after every game and training session. Psychological preparation also plays a key role in LeBron's regimen. He works with sports psychologists and uses meditation to maintain mental strength. "The game is 70% mental," he says. "If your mind isn't right, your body won't follow." LeBron's cultural impact spreads through social media, where he has over 159 million followers on Instagram and 52 million on Twitter. He uses these platforms not only to promote his projects, but also for educational and social purposes. His posts often go viral and influence public opinion on important issues. In film and television, LeBron continues to expand his presence. In addition to Space Jam, SpringHill produces documentaries, drama series, and reality shows. The company has deals with major studios and streaming platforms, including Netflix, HBO, and Universal Pictures. As a father, LeBron strives to be an example for his children but not to pressure them. "I'm not going to force my kids to play basketball," he says. "I want them to follow their passions." Nevertheless, all three of his children show an interest in sports. Bronny plays in the NBA. Bryce also shows basketball talent, and Zhuri is interested in various activities. Savannah plays a key role in the family, managing the household while LeBron is on the road. "I'm gone a lot, so she's the head of the house, she sets the rules," LeBron said in a 2017 interview with Vogue. "It's hard to go on the road for 2.5 weeks and then come home and tell your kids, 'Look, this is how it should be done,' when she's been home every day." LeBron's leadership philosophy is based on empowering others. "The greatest thing he does is give others the opportunity to achieve their dreams, including myself," says Maverick Carter. This ability to lift those around him has become one of the defining traits of his character, both on and off the court. On the team, LeBron is known for his ability to adapt his leadership style to the needs of each player. With young players, he can be a mentor. With veterans, an equal partner. And in critical situations, a sole leader. He understands how to talk to each player differently, notes his former teammate Dwyane Wade. LeBron's legacy continues to take shape, but it is already clear that it extends far beyond statistics and awards. He has redefined what an athlete can do in society, showing how to use fame and wealth for positive change. His influence is felt in education, social justice, business, and popular culture. LeBron represents the evolution of the athlete, says sports sociologist Dr. Richard Lapchick. He has shown that you can be a great player and still be actively involved in public life, build a business empire, and remain committed to family and community. As LeBron approaches the end of his playing career, his future plans include expanding his media empire, developing educational initiatives, and potentially owning an NBA team. He has already expressed interest in acquiring a team in Las Vegas if the league expands. "I've always said I want to own a team," LeBron declared. "It's a natural next step for someone who loves the game as much as I do." Given his business acumen and connections in the sports world, this goal seems entirely achievable. LeBron James's story is more than a sports biography. It is a narrative of transformation, showing how one person can overcome any obstacles and use their success to improve the lives of others. From a boy from a disadvantaged family in Akron to a global icon, his journey serves as an inspiration to millions of people worldwide. The magic is truly in the work, and LeBron James's work is far from over. His legacy will live on in the records he set, the lives he changed, and the example of how an athlete can use their platform to create lasting change. It is a story about how, with the right combination of talent, hard work, and social responsibility, one can not only achieve greatness but also change the world for the better.